Hey everybody, thanks for joining me tonight. My husband and I went to the movies this afternoon, so yeah, it's the night and I'm tired. I'm just letting y'all know that, so this is going to be short and sweet. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me on Marriedlifetv. I said to you, I promised you that I would be discussing how my husband and I met. First, I just want to tell you real quick, Barbershop 2 was great. It was an awesome movie, awesome message. Ice Cube just did his thing, really. So I'm not going to tell you what happened. I don't want to give away anything, but make sure you go see the movie. It was really, really good. Back to how my husband and I met. Okay, so we went to this little community college called Borough Manhattan Community College in New York City. And I was with my girlfriend, Rachel, one of my BFFs. I have like 5. One of my BFFs. And we were walking in the basement of the school, which is where our classes were. And she was like, who is that fine thing over there? And I said, who? She said, that tall dude leaning against the door. Michael? She was like, is that his name? I said, yeah. She was like, well, you tell him I think he is fine. Now, please note, y'all, don't take the reaction that I just gave you just now like a negative, because at the time, I wasn't into guys who were thin. My husband is an athletic thin. He's muscular, cut. I used to say he could donate his body to science. But I used to be someone who liked, a little chunk, a little thickness, big thighs, That was my thing. I like a football player body, you know what I'm saying? Tight stuff, you know what I mean? But Mike is not like that. Mike is slim and muscular, He's in nice shape, but he's slim. Some would even say skinny. Slim. So, wasn't into him. You know what I'm saying? So I went and I told him. I was like, hey, my girlfriend thinks you're gorgeous or fine or whatever it was I said. He didn't even respond, y'all. I was like, did you not hear me just say that my girlfriend thinks you're fine? No kind of response, nothing. Like, oh, really? I think he was like, kind of like chuckled. I don't remember. But at any rate, the thing that got me was he kind of like brushed his nose against my sweater. Now, I'm a New Yorker. You getting in my personal space is like, So he said, you smell so good. And I'm thinking, that's Downy. Because I didn't have on any perfume. And I told him, it's Downy. He was like, it smells really good. So that always reminds me of my favorite movie, Something Gotta Give, where Keanu Reeves is smelling Diane Keaton and he tells her, you smell so good. She's like, it's just so, yeah, okay, I know that was corny, but I'm just saying that reminds me of that. But anyway, so we just started kicking it, started just being friends, just talking, little talk of stuff, but I kind of found my emotions, I started like really kind of digging him. So, we're talking, right? So one day I seen him coming up the escalator at school. This was like in the evening, and he had on a suit and was looking gorgeous. But what I noticed, and y'all don't think that I was smoking anything or drinking anything, but what I noticed was that he had an aura, like he was glowing. Real talk, okay? So to check that I was not crazy, I went and asked my girlfriend, who same person was with me. I was like, Rach, you see him coming up the escalator? She's like, I said, what do you see? She was like, I see that he is wearing that suit. He is fine. And I was like, okay, she's not seeing what I'm seeing, because dude actually had an aura around him. Okay? So he gets up, gives me, comes up to the top of the escalator. He was like, hey, how you doing? Can I get a birthday hug? And I was like, oh, it's your birthday. April 25th is his birthday. I was like, oh, cool. How old are you going to be? He's like, I'm turning 21. Y'all, this dude hugged me, and I felt like electricity going through my body. Real talk. I didn't even say anything to him because, I just like, started talking to this dude. I wasn't trying to gas his head up and, all at that time. But at the same time, I was also trying not to fall down. Because when I tell you, I felt like 1,000 volts, feel like it went through my, well, maybe not 1,000, but I thought I was going to pass out. Real talk, for real, y'all. So I was trying to like hold on without really holding on. I don't even know if he noticed how hard I was holding on with trying not to, sorry for the shaking, without trying not to fall out. But anyway, so he lets me go. I regained my composure. And he was like, you know, you gonna give me your number? And I'm like, okay, sure, you know, but hey, if I give you my number, you got to make sure you call me, you know, you call me. So he's like, yeah, I'll call you, no doubt, you know. But he didn't say no doubt, I'm sure. You know, that's not what we said back then. But he said something to that effect. So he takes my number. The next day I'm at my, you know, my little job, part-time, and he calls. So my supervisor said, Karen, somebody's on the phone for you. It sounds like the police. Sound like the police? What are you talking about? Okay, so, you know, the dude is 6'8". He got, you know, he got a deep voice, you know. And he could make it sound a little deeper than normal. So he probably did something like this. Yeah, this is Mike Lewis calling. Can I speak to Karen Kemp? I was Karen Kemp at the time. Can I speak to Karen Kemp? Anyway, so I go and pick up the phone. And he's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm good. How are you? So now while I'm talking to him, right, this is also my way to try to see if you got a girlfriend. So I'm like, oh, yeah, so how was your night and everything? He was like, oh, yeah, my night was good. You know, we had a good time, blah, 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 blah. I was like, yeah. So tell me why you didn't take your girlfriend with you. He was like, because she too young. Skirt! What? She what? She too young. She's like, you know, she's like 18. Oh, you know that uncomfortable silence? That's what was going on. I was like, okay then, so, you know, I was ready to end the conversation. Yeah, so, you know, I'm going to talk to you. You know, he's like, yeah, I'm going to call you later. And I'm like, call me later, dude. You just told me you have a girlfriend. What you talking about, call me later? That's a done deal. That's a wrap. Yeah, I'm going to call you. You know, things ain't really, you know, going good with her and everything. So, I'm going to get, you know, I'm going to talk to her later. I'm going to talk to you later. Okay. So, yeah, we did. We started talking later, and he was telling me that, you know, there was some problems, whatever. But look, y'all, I'm not a homewrecker. I don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? Homie don't play that. Y'all remember Homie the Clown from Living Color? Homie don't play that. And even if you don't remember Homie the Clown, I don't play that. So, I had to give him an ultimatum. I felt my emotions, you know, I was really digging him. I was liking his company. I was really digging this guy. You know, this skinny dude who wasn't my type. All of a sudden, it's like, I am digging you, like, for real. So, I had to give him an ultimatum. I said, look, either it's going to be her or it's going to be me. I can't go, you know, if you're really serious about this, you know, you're going to have to do something, because I can't do that, you know. I can't play second fiddle. I can't do that. So he was like, all right, I'm going to call you tonight. Okay. So when he called me, he was like, yeah, it's done. What's done? It's over. It's me and you now. It's just me and you. Now, I was excited, okay? I'm not going to lie. I was. But at the same time, I was kind of thinking about the other chick. Yeah, because I'm kind of, you know, I'm a Virgo. So we get emotional like that. You know, we think about everybody, and everybody is our business. You know, that's how we do sometimes. I had to learn to control that. But obviously, what's meant for you is meant for you. I mean, 24 plus is going to be 25 in June 1st. So obviously, we were meant to be. So, you know, I know everything worked out well for that other person, I hope, I think. And that's our story of how we met. So I'm going to be sharing some other stuff with you. Listen, real quick, sidebar. We were supposed to talk about that honey-do list, right? I was going to come back with something about that. Let me tell y'all. Husband ordered the fuse for the microwave. We were going to film that. Didn't film it. He put the fuse in. It didn't work. So it wasn't a good honey-do anyway. So y'all didn't miss anything. No big deal. We have a lot of projects that we're going to be doing around the house that we'll tune you guys into. Hope you guys enjoyed when we went and took my mama to Coaxums, and she was like, they don't have ribs. We need to leave. I'm like, dang, man, I really wanted to go to that place. So we ended up going to Smoky Bones, had a great time with her and everything. And it was really cool. It was worth it to see that smile on her face. And she even came home and was like, those ribs were so good. So I'm glad she was satisfied. My husband and I will go to Coaxums, and we will give you a review on Coaxums and let you know how that turns out. So I'm getting ready to go to bed, y'all. I'm tired. See you guys next time. Again, thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, and I will see you next time. Have a great night. Good night.